Welcome to the Tim Booker channel, where wisdom is worth sharing. Wishing you an enjoyable listening experience. Today, the book we're discussing is Mindful Tech. This book delves into training a balanced mindset in the digital age. It serves as a tool to enhance efficiency in our lives. Think about it, who can go without the internet these days? It feels almost like going out naked if you forget your phone, right? Facebook, YouTube, online shopping, emails, students need the internet for research, and professionals need it for checking emails. We can't seem to escape electronic devices for even a moment, but our attention is scattered among countless tasks. For ordinary folks like us, how often do we truly get to slow down? If there was a method that could help you break free from this chaos, would you be interested? David M. Levy, the author of Mindful Tech, is an expert who can help you solve this problem. David is a professor at the University of Washington's Information School. His work revolves around studying ways to live slower, calmer lives that encourage deep thinking. He questioned why we always emphasize slowness when the pace of life is so fast nowadays. In 2006, David decided to teach a course specifically on how to be more efficient in work and life. The course became a sensation, attracting students and staff from the University of Washington and many other universities across the United States. It turned into a best-selling class. The essence of David's course is distilled in his book, Mindful Tech. In it, he outlines 4 effective practice methods to help you improve efficiency, focusing your attention, multitasking, disconnecting, and mastering online skills. Harvard University conducted an interesting psychology experiment. Participants were required to watch a video lasting a little over a minute. In the video, 2 basketball teams, one in black and one in white, were passing the ball. Participants had to count how many times the white team passed the ball. Simultaneously, a person dressed as a gorilla was jumping around behind the players. After watching the video, the surprising result was that at least half of the participants didn't notice the gorilla. You might wonder how this is possible, but this experiment was replicated several times worldwide, and the results were consistent. At least half of the people didn't see the gorilla. This story is known as the invisible gorilla. It highlights that human attention is selective. It can only focus on a limited number of things, much like a flashlight beam. When you shine the light into a dark room, you see a table in one corner. If you shift the beam slightly to the right, you notice a lamp on the coffee table. Anything not illuminated by the beam goes unnoticed and effectively ceases to exist. So, can we only pay attention to a limited number of things? Not entirely. The author also points out that there's another way our attention works, like a different type of flashlight with a broader beam. This wider beam allows us to see more, although less clearly. In most situations, we use a combination of focused and diffuse attention. Some might ask, is it difficult to have both focused and diffuse attention? It does require skill. You need to consciously choose when to focus and when to diffuse your attention. You also need to be adept at switching between these 2 modes. Once you master this, you'll have grasped the core concept of the methods we're introducing today. Before we dive into the exercises, let's take a look at the practice framework. All exercises follow the same pattern, with 6 identical steps. Step 1, begin the initial practice. Step 2, observe what you're doing and how you feel. Step 3, record your observations. Step 4, review your observation records and summarize your findings. Step 5, develop personal principles. Step 6, share and discuss your discoveries with others. While the steps remain consistent, each practice focuses on different aspects. Next, let's go through them one by one. We start with the first exercise, focusing your attention. Most office workers deal with a lot of emails every day. But do you really observe your emails? What does it mean to observe emails, and what's interesting about emails? Here, observing emails doesn't mean scrutinizing every word in every email you receive. Instead, it's about paying attention to your feelings when you see a new email. What kind of emotions do these emails evoke in you? Do they make you feel burdened or happy? Does this mood affect what you do next? Imagine this scenario: you return from a long vacation and open your inbox, only to find dozens, even hundreds of unprocessed emails. Do you feel overwhelmed? How long will it take to deal with all this? Each email seems important, and it all feels quite troublesome. Does it suddenly make you feel down, unable to muster the energy? Take a closer look. Is your neck stiff? Are you leaning forward, your body tensed, or even holding your breath? These reactions have occurred in the author's students before. Initially, they never realized how tense they were when it came to emails. It was only after feeling physically uneasy that they noticed. Some even humorously compare dealing with emails to swimming while wearing clothes, or feeling like a dog with its tail held by emails. However, there are people who feel happy when they receive many emails. If you're one of them, congratulations, your first step is smoother than most. In reality, what affects us isn't the emails themselves but our relationship with the people sending them. An email from a friend inviting you to a fun outing will certainly feel different from other emails. Ultimately, how you handle emails can reveal how you handle interpersonal pressure. When observing your emails, there are a few tips to keep in mind. First, it's not just about noticing physical and emotional reactions. You must record all your observations to reflect on them continually. Second, it's best to do this with friends or at least share and discuss your findings with them. This can deepen your thinking and encourage more people to practice. Observation is the foundation for handling anything. After understanding how you react to stress, focusing on it becomes more natural. So, what does focusing mean? It means deliberately forcing yourself to deal with emails and only emails for a set period. No matter what grabs your attention, the first thing you do when you come back to reality is immediately return to dealing with emails. Imagine this scenario: you're sitting on the couch with your laptop, trying to relax as much as possible. At that moment, 28 emails arrive. You open all 28 of them and wonder who they are from. Some are probably junk emails. Oh, last time, you received an Amazon promotional email. What did it say? Spend $200 on books, get $100 off. You should check that out. So, you click on the Amazon website, and there's a discount on ebooks, and that handbag you've been wanting is on sale. Half an hour has passed, and suddenly, you realize something isn't right. Wasn't I dealing with emails? Hurry, hurry. This one is a wedding invitation from a good friend on the 20th, I must attend. This one is from the boss asking about last week's project, I need to think about how to respond. At this point, you hear elegant music playing in the background. Your roommate is watching a TV show. You can't concentrate. You speak up, lower the volume, please. Okay, all quiet now. Oh, Teddy jumped on the couch. You pat Teddy, and it feels so good. You reply while petting him. Should I buy some dog food on Black Friday? Oh no, back to emails. The client sent an email asking about something. A big client, so you have to be careful. By the way, this client was quite difficult last time, so annoying. Oops, got distracted again. After spending over an hour dealing with the 28 emails, you got distracted countless times. This isn't going to work. Through focused practice, you can clearly see what distracts you. This allows you to be more vigilant and proactively avoid things that might divert your attention in the future. Repeating this exercise will strengthen your focus, just like working out in a gym builds muscles. Being more focused on your tasks will naturally lead to increased efficiency. While doing these exercises, it's best to record your observations and share and discuss them with friends. This will help you further develop your own set of principles, not just for handling emails, but also for dealing with text messages, Facebook, WhatsApp, and similar forms of communication. Alright, through observation and focus, we've completed the exercise on concentrating your attention. It's important to remember not to expect instant success. Sometimes you'll have to start over. Approach it with curiosity and an open mind to truly enjoy the process. Do you still remember the two forms of attention we discussed earlier, focusing and diffusing? The second exercise, multitasking, aims to address this issue. I assume many people have already sensed that something isn't quite right. Multitasking, wasn't that something parents and teachers used to criticize us for when we were young? How did it become a good thing? Is someone trying to pull a fast one on us? Don't worry. What parents and teachers reminded us of was to concentrate on homework. Nowadays, with multiple tasks at hand, multitasking can actually enhance efficiency. Moreover, the author is teaching a form of multitasking that involves focusing attention. Multitasking, in this context, means switching back and forth between two or more tasks. The key lies in when and why you switch your attention. There are 3 important techniques to pay attention to: concentration, mindfulness, and choice. For the initial practice, it's best to find a helper, like your smartphone, to document your every move. Often, we can't remember all the things we do or how we transition from one task to another. For example, you initially open Word to start writing an article. But then, you check your email, quickly scroll through Weibo, glance at your friends' updates, watch a couple of minutes of a TV show, and click on a notification. Suddenly, you remember you forgot to have yogurt, so you go to the fridge to get some, sit back down, clean your glasses, tidy up your clothes, and answer a phone call. At the same time, you answer the door to collect a package. With so many things happening, who can remember it all? But why switch tasks? Are you consciously or unconsciously switching? Are you fully focused on each task when handling them? All of these determine your success in the next steps. You need to make wise decisions about when to switch to what task and how to stay focused once you've switched. Observation, recording, and sharing are still necessary in this exercise. Doing so will bring you the triple benefits of increased productivity, save time, and reduce stress. When you consciously switch tasks, you actually select the most suitable and efficient order for handling them. By calmly facing multiple tasks, you'll also remain more composed and self-disciplined. Sounds complicated, right? Switching and choosing seem quite professional and challenging, but it's not that difficult, really. Recently, everyone skillfully applied these techniques. I'm talking about Singles Day, for example. Let me use my own experience to illustrate, which might make it clearer. On the night before Black Friday, from 8 p.m. until past 2 a.m., who knows what I went through? 1. I opened my laptop to research various online promotions, calculate discounts, and check various activities from major websites and brands. 2. I logged into Amazon and consulted customer service for various product information. 3. I opened WeChat and chatted with friends and colleagues, sharing information about products. 4. I opened FaceTime and video called family members in other cities to discuss what to buy. 5. After midnight, I placed orders simultaneously with multiple accounts, constantly refreshing for out-of-stock items, ready to take advantage of opportunities. In those 7+ hours, I was switching between the computer, phone, and TV. I was switching between WhatsApp and FaceTime windows, buying bathroom heaters, mattresses, and lamps for home renovation, as well as gifts for my parents' and friends' birthdays. What I experienced was a typical form of multitasking with focused attention. In the face of multiple tasks, I had to focus my attention on each individual task while also managing other aspects and carefully selecting when to switch. Now that I've explained it this way, do you understand? Handling multiple tasks at work is very similar. The key is to 1. Handle multiple tasks simultaneously. 2. Choose one task as the primary task each time. 3. Concentrate your attention on the primary task. 4. Master the timing of switching. Once you've mastered these 4 steps, multitasking becomes quite simple. Alright, after completing the exercises on focusing attention and multitasking, we now have a clear understanding of dealing with the 2 forms of attention, focusing and diffusing. Of course, becoming proficient at these techniques isn't necessarily easy. Initially, it may not go smoothly, but maintaining an open mindset and continuous practice will help you improve your skills over time. So, after covering the first 2 exercises, you might wonder if it's all about speed, or can you still enjoy yourself? Of course, you can. The third exercise, the power off practice, is here to teach you to slow down. The term power off essentially means temporarily disconnecting from electronic devices and the internet, much like how you recharge during the night to welcome a new day. In practice, powering off is a form of recharging that helps you maintain vitality and sensitivity to your surroundings. This, in turn, improves your efficiency and attention, allowing you to make better use of your time and maximize relaxation and stress relief. More importantly, it allows you to evaluate your relationship with the internet, whether it's truly necessary, when you need it, and how to strike a balance between online and offline life. As mentioned earlier, we can't completely disconnect from the internet. Therefore, we should determine which online behaviors are beneficial and essential to us, and then decide how to better utilize the internet. The key points of the power off practice are twofold. which electronic devices or websites you choose to disconnect from, and when you initiate the power off. The author reminds us that everyone's internet needs are different, so don't blindly follow someone else's approach. Instead, tailor your practice to your own circumstances. Stepping away from the internet is undoubtedly not an easy task. Start with a small achievable goal, like refraining from checking Weibo for 2 hours, and gradually extend the duration and scope. Additionally, 3 things should be kept in mind. 1. Put away your devices and close apps. 2. Be aware of situations that may lead to failure in powering off. 3. Engage in other activities to divert your attention. Just like the previous exercises, don't forget to observe and record your performance during the power-off period. The more detailed your observations and considerations, the better the effectiveness of the power-off practice. For the 3 exercises of focusing attention, multitasking, and powering off, it's highly recommended to involve a few friends. This way, you'll have multiple perspectives to draw from, sparking ideas, and you can also keep each other accountable. Now, let's discuss the final exercise, the art of surfing the web. The author introduces an interesting concept that surfing the web is a skill, and honing this skill can greatly enhance your efficiency. The practice consists of 3 stages: preparation, action, and conclusion. In the preparation stage, you should clearly define your intention to focus your attention, relax, and create a distraction-free environment. During the action stage, constantly remind yourself of the purpose of your online activities and make wise choices. Finally, in the conclusion stage, review the entire process, reflecting on what influenced or assisted you and when you naturally paused or ended your online activities. These 3 stages form a complete cycle. Do you see it now? This practice incorporates the skills learned in the previous 3 exercises. Timing is crucial in the action stage. When you consciously practice, whether you choose to engage or disengage, you are in control of your online activities. This sense of mastery will improve your mood and quietly reduce stress. Throughout the previous exercises, the author emphasized the importance of observation, which is the focus of the conclusion stage. Most importantly, the ability to pause and end is the core of all these practices, as stopping is a means to embark on a better journey. Above is the core content of this book. Through 4 exercises, this book teaches us that in a fast-paced world, if you want to enjoy a slower life, it's best to learn how to deal with the fast pace. Hone your internet skills, concentrate on anything you do, multitask while choosing the right timing to switch. Occasionally disconnecting to experience life is the best technique for a slower life. Do you get it? In the final part of the book, 2 attention exercises and recording templates are thoughtfully provided for you to start practicing. Lastly, I'd like to share a few thoughts about this book. First, the pace of modern urban life is getting faster, and if you can't cope, you may miss out on many opportunities. Even if you prefer a peaceful life, not knowing how to adapt can make it challenging to enjoy the present. Besides, someday, you might suddenly want or need to face a fast-paced situation, but if you don't know how, you'll be at a loss. Second, self-awareness is crucial. If you don't understand your habits, preferences, and abilities, you might feel lost and unsure about finding the right job or lifestyle that suits you. Lastly, there's a solution to everything. Don't just stay busy, but remember that no method is guaranteed to work easily. Persistence is key. That concludes today's discussion. Congratulations on finishing another book. Thank you for your support and attention. Please subscribe to the Tim Booker channel, like, and share with your family and friends. Wisdom is worth spreading, and it opens the door to a brighter future. Thank you, and goodbye.